Equity and fairness for girls' health. It's an enduring issue that the citizens of Cambridge are responding to. Now, in November of last year, the Cambridge School Committee enacted a policy that would give public high school girls access to sanitary products at school as they mature into their adult years. Now, they say it is a health issue that needs to be addressed so that girls can succeed. Now, Cambridge School Committee member Manikka Bowman sponsored a policy enacted in Cambridge in late 2016, and it looks like it's being welcomed by many parents and students alike. To further discuss the topic, we have invited School Committee member Bowman and Cambridge Public School students Juliette, Fleury, and Sophie Harrington, who are from House C, juniors at Cambridge Ringe and Latin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, class of 18?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, does that make you feel old when I say class of 18?
It does.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Although people think that I'm also a student.
You do blend in. I almost looked at you when I said the student. You almost look like a student here. I do give you props for that. And I also give you props for enacting this, because take me through it. What kind of, what lit the lamp to say we got to do this for you?
Well, about almost a year ago now, I started reading about the work that was taking place in the city of New York, where they were about to enact a policy that is now enacted, where they were going to expand feminine hygiene products in schools, in prisons, and also homeless shelters. And then I also was aware of the work that Michelle Obama was doing with Let Girls Lead. And it's more of a global initiative that looked at what were the barriers that blocked girls from really being able to access education. And in some developing nations, having access to sanitary hygiene products really block girls from being able to go to school. So I started to look at what was happening in our school district that could block girls from having access to the education that they needed, and discovered that there were opportunities for us to improve access.
And then you decided to get everybody together, and then of course the students also. I'm going to turn to the students now, because Sophie, you kind of started organizing the students. Tell me how that process went, and really what got you all fired up.
Yeah, so in the beginning of the school year in September, I was assigned an English project to pick a topic that I was passionate about. With my friend Pascal and I, we decided that menstrual hygiene products, or not having access to them in the bathrooms, was really a big issue for girls, because it meant that girls were leaving class for 20 minutes and then losing time to go to the nurse's office, to go to the learning community and get a product, and then go to the bathroom and then return to class. So for me, it was more about making sure that students were talking about it and letting them know, letting administration know that this is an issue. Like, hiding menstrual products in drawers and in closets is not the answer. It's not the response that the school should have to this, and making girls feel ashamed. It should be about lifting student voices and making sure that we have the products we need so we can continue our education, and making sure that girls' education is valued as much as boys' education.
All right, I'm going to let the viewers know that that's not that's a head of hair, that there's a face behind there, because it was beautiful, right? When you're looking that way, you don't know. See, on television, you're going to see yourself now. But anyways, Juliette, so how did you get involved too? And when you first heard about this, what was kind of your initial reaction?
So Sophie and I are both in the student government homeroom at school, and when she first brought in her petition to have the school committee look at these products and changing where they're located, I felt a really strong connection to the issue, because as a girl myself, I've also had that feeling of panic that you get when you don't know what you're going to do if you don't have the menstrual supplies you need in your backpack, and you can either face the awkwardness of going to a learning community and asking maybe the male secretary for menstrual supplies, or whether you're going to sit through the next 80 minutes of class worrying about it.
You just kind of put in perspective. That was going to be my next question. I had, obviously as a man, have no idea. I have a daughter, and I'm sure she's going to relate to this segment very, very well. But it's one of those things where half the population really can't relate. When does this take, and when does this take effect, the policy?
So the goal is that we would expand feminine hygiene products or sanitary hygiene products in all of our school bathrooms by 2018, 2019. However, we will start a pilot actually building on the work that the students did. So when we were having these conversations at the school committee level, the students took initiative and did their own pilot. So we're going to continue to partner with them to make sure that we learn the best practices, so we can now move this to an elementary school as well as a middle school in the 2017-18 school year, with hopes of full implementation by the 2018-2019 academic year.
And that's in Cambridge, but eventually you think that this is something that Boston and the rest of the Commonwealth should probably look at, right?
Absolutely, I hope so. You know, when you think about a budget at a school or a municipal or even the state level, budgets are a reflection of our values. And from a public health perspective, we have told girls that their public health needs aren't a priority, but we don't tell that for men and boys. And so we want to make sure that our city councilors, our governors, and school committee members are paying attention to this across the Commonwealth, because we want this to catch on, and we want girls to have what they need so they can have equity in education.
What's been the response from your classmates, especially obviously the girls?
They love it.
They love it?
I mean, they love not having to be able to go ask a male teacher or male clerk, you know, I need a pad, I need a tampon, and just going to the bathroom and say, look, they're there, you know.
Yeah. Your friends too?
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot of girls, even in the bathrooms, being like, oh, this is so nice. Like, even when they don't need them themselves, they're like, well, if I did need this, it would be great for me, and so comforting to know that I would have it.
Yeah, I mean, as a guy, it's always uncomfortable too. I remember as a father having to go into CVS and buying the products for your daughter, and it's always that awkward kind of, you know, it's different for us guys. It really, really is, right?
Well, we want to take the shame out of this, because this is what we do. This is how humanity exists literally in the world, and there's no shame in it. And so we just want to make sure that as a school district, we're providing for our young girls so they can grow and be strong women, and also implement the leadership that our students and our district is implementing to make sure girls have what they need to thrive.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, I congratulate you. Keep up the good work. Say hi to everybody at House C over at CRLS. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. When we come back, information for all you potential first-time home buyers out there. So all the details in just a few right here on Urban Update.